We live in a world obsessed with productivity. From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, we're constantly bombarded with messages about how to be more efficient, how to get more done in less time, and how to optimize every aspect of our lives. It's a relentless pursuit that can leave us feeling exhausted and unfulfilled. We crave efficiency, searching for the perfect system, the magic formula that will unlock our potential and make us masters of our time. We invest in planners, apps, and courses, all promising to transform our lives. The right app, the ultimate hack, the secret sauce that will finally make everything click. But despite our best efforts, we often find ourselves stuck in the same cycle of busyness, never quite reaching the level of productivity we aspire to. I was no different. I devoured productivity books, attended workshops, and followed the advice of countless experts. I experimented with countless methods yet felt perpetually behind, always chasing an elusive sense of accomplishment. I tried bullet journaling, time blocking, and the Pomodoro technique. I filled my days with to-do lists and meticulously planned schedules, yet the more I tried to control my time, the more it seemed to slip through my fingers. Overwhelmed by an ever-growing to-do list, I found myself stressed and anxious, constantly worrying about the tasks I hadn't completed. It felt like I was running on a treadmill, expending energy but getting nowhere. Traditional productivity advice often focuses on managing time, prioritize tasks, set deadlines, optimize schedules. These strategies can be helpful, but they often miss the bigger picture. They teach us to squeeze more into our days, to become more efficient machines, but they don't address the underlying issues that cause us to struggle with productivity in the first place. While these tactics have their place, I discovered they only address the surface. They fail to tackle the root cause of inefficiency, our mindset. Our beliefs about work, our fears of failure, and our need for perfectionism can all sabotage our efforts to be productive. It's not about squeezing more into our days, but changing our beliefs about work itself. By shifting our mindset, we can approach our tasks with a sense of purpose and clarity, rather than a frantic need to get everything done. It's about finding balance, understanding our limits, and recognizing that true productivity isn't about doing more, but achieving more of what truly matters, without sacrificing well-being. When we focus on what truly matters, we can let go of the rest, and find a sense of peace and fulfillment in our work. True productivity isn't about doing more, but achieving more of what truly matters, without sacrificing well-being. It's about creating a life that aligns with our values, and allows us to thrive, both personally and professionally. Time management assumes we operate like machines, capable of consistently churning out work at maximum capacity. But we're not robots, we're humans driven by emotions, beliefs, and fluctuating energy levels. I realized that no matter how well I scheduled my day, if I approached work with fear, self-doubt, or a sense of overwhelm, my productivity plummeted. My energy was drained before I even started. The missing piece wasn't better time management, but a fundamental shift in my mindset. It was about transforming my relationship with work, success, and most importantly, myself. It was time to stop focusing on managing time and start mastering my mindset. Our beliefs shape our reality. If we believe we're not good enough, we'll self-sabotage. If we view work as a chore, we'll procrastinate. Our beliefs become self-fulfilling prophecies. I realized I held limiting beliefs that hindered my productivity. I feared failure, equated busyness with worthiness, and doubted my ability to achieve significant goals. These beliefs were deeply ingrained, often subconscious, yet they dictated my actions and results. To unlock my full potential, I needed to identify and challenge these limiting beliefs. It was time to confront these inner obstacles and replace them with empowering beliefs. The key to unlocking productivity lies in cultivating a growth mindset. This mindset is not just about being positive, it's about seeing the potential for growth in every situation. It's about understanding that our abilities and intelligence can be developed with time, effort, and dedication. When we adopt a growth mindset, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities and opportunities that we might have otherwise overlooked. This means viewing challenges as opportunities for learning, rather than as insurmountable obstacles. When faced with a difficult task, instead of feeling defeated, we can ask ourselves, what can I learn from this experience? This shift in perspective allows us to approach problems with curiosity and a willingness to grow. Embracing failures as stepping stones is another crucial aspect of a growth mindset. Failure is not the end, it's a part of the journey. Each setback provides valuable lessons that can help us improve and become better versions of ourselves. By viewing failures as opportunities to learn and grow, we can build resilience and perseverance. Believing in our capacity to improve is fundamental. It's about having faith in our ability to develop new skills and knowledge. This belief fuels our motivation and drives us to keep pushing forward, even when the going gets tough. It's the understanding that with effort and persistence, we can achieve our goals. Instead of saying, I'm not good at this, a growth mindset encourages us to say, I'm not good at this yet, but I can learn. This simple change in language can have a profound impact on our attitude and approach to challenges. It reminds us that our current abilities are not fixed, and that we have the potential to improve with practice and effort. A growth mindset encourages continuous learning and development. It shifts the focus from fixed traits to endless possibilities. By embracing this mindset, we become more open to new experiences and more willing to take risks. We understand that growth comes from stepping out of our comfort zones and challenging ourselves. When I embraced a growth mindset, my perspective on work transformed. Tasks that once seemed daunting became opportunities to learn and grow. I began to see challenges as puzzles to be solved rather than as roadblocks. This shift in mindset allowed me to approach my work with a sense of curiosity and excitement. When I embraced a growth mindset, my perspective on work transformed. I found joy in the process of learning and improving. Each task became a chance to develop new skills and gain new insights. This positive outlook made my work more enjoyable and fulfilling. Obstacles became challenges to overcome, setbacks became valuable lessons, and fear was replaced with curiosity and excitement. This transformation didn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort and practice, I began to see the world through a different lens. Obstacles became challenges to overcome, setbacks became valuable lessons, and fear was replaced with curiosity and excitement. This transformation didn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort and practice, I began to see the world through a different lens. I started to celebrate small victories and appreciate the progress I was making, no matter how incremental it seemed, and fear was replaced with curiosity and excitement. This shift in mindset didn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, I began to rewire my internal dialogue. I started to replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones, and this change had a profound impact on my overall well-being and productivity. This shift in mindset didn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, I began to rewire my internal dialogue. I started to replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. I learned to celebrate progress no matter how small and to view each step forward as a victory. I began to rewire my internal dialogue, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. I started to see myself as capable and resilient, and this new perspective gave me the confidence to tackle challenges head-on. I learned to be kinder to myself and to recognize that growth is a journey, not a destination. Replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones has been a game changer. It has allowed me to approach life with a sense of possibility and optimism. By embracing a growth mindset, I have unlocked a new level of productivity and fulfillment. The journey is ongoing, but with each step, I am becoming a better version of myself. One counterintuitive technique that revolutionized my productivity is the just 5 minutes rule. This simple yet powerful tool helps overcome procrastination and unlock flow states. When facing a daunting task, commit to working on it for just 5 minutes. Often this initial momentum is enough to overcome inertia and enter a state of deep focus. Our brains are wired to resist starting, but once we begin, it's easier to continue. 5 minutes becomes 10, then 30, and soon, we're fully immersed in the task. This technique works because it tricks our minds, bypassing the resistance of starting and allowing us to tap into our natural productivity. Section 6. Overcoming procrastination with micro-actions. Procrastination often stems from feeling overwhelmed by the sheer size of a task. We break down large tasks into smaller, more manageable micro-actions. Instead of writing a whole chapter, we commit to writing one paragraph. Instead of cleaning the entire house, we start with just 5 minutes in the kitchen. These micro-actions create a sense of progress, boosting motivation and momentum. Each completed step, no matter how small, reinforces our belief in our ability to achieve the larger goal. By breaking down overwhelming tasks into bite-sized actions, we make progress feel achievable, reducing procrastination and boosting productivity. Section 7. From to-do lists to flow state. Traditional to-do lists can create a sense of pressure and overwhelm. The endless list of tasks can make us feel like we're constantly chasing our tails, never quite catching up. This can lead to stress, anxiety, and even burnout. The more we focus on the sheer number of tasks, the more daunting they seem. It's easy to get lost in the minutia, losing sight of the bigger picture and what truly matters. Instead of focusing on checking off tasks, we aim to cultivate a flow state, a state of deep immersion and effortless productivity. Flow is a concept introduced by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, describing those moments when we are fully engaged in an activity, losing track of time and external pressures. This state is not just about working harder, but working smarter, aligning our tasks with our intrinsic motivations and passions. Flow occurs when we're so absorbed in an activity that time seems to disappear. It's a magical state where our skills perfectly match the challenges at hand, creating a sense of balance and harmony. In this state, our mind is free from distractions, allowing us to perform at our best. The quality of our work improves, and we find joy in the process itself, rather than just the outcome. We lose ourselves in the moment, experiencing heightened focus and creativity. This deep engagement not only boosts our productivity but also enhances our well-being. When we are in flow, we are more likely to experience feelings of satisfaction and fulfillment. Our work becomes a source of joy, rather than a chore, and we are more resilient to stress and setbacks. To achieve flow, we choose tasks that align with our strengths and passions, set clear goals, and eliminate distractions. It's important to create an environment that supports this state. This might mean organizing our workspace, setting boundaries to minimize interruptions, and breaking down larger tasks into manageable chunks. By doing so, we create the conditions necessary for flow to occur. When we're engaged in work that truly resonates, productivity becomes effortless. We are naturally drawn to activities that we find meaningful and enjoyable. This intrinsic motivation fuels our drive and keeps us going even when faced with challenges. The more we align our work with our personal values and interests, the more likely we are to enter a state of flow. By shifting our focus from task completion to creating an environment conducive to flow, we tap into a higher level of productivity and fulfillment. This shift in perspective allows us to work more efficiently and with greater satisfaction. We become more present in our work, fully engaging with each task and finding joy in the process. Ultimately, this leads to a more balanced and fulfilling life where work and well-being go hand in hand. Section 8. Sustainable productivity, achieving more without burnout. True productivity isn't about working ourselves to exhaustion but achieving sustainable results without sacrificing well-being. It's about working smarter, not harder. We prioritize rest, recharge, and engage in activities that nourish our minds and bodies. We set boundaries, delegate tasks, and learn to say no to protect our time and energy. Sustainable productivity is a long-term game, and it requires listening to our bodies, prioritizing self-care, and creating a healthy work-life balance. By prioritizing both productivity and well-being, we create a sustainable approach to achieving our goals without sacrificing our health or happiness. Section 9. The journey of continuous growth. Shifting our mindset is not a one-time event but a continuous journey of self-discovery and growth. It requires consistent effort, self-awareness, and a willingness to challenge our limiting beliefs. We practice gratitude, celebrate our wins, and learn from our setbacks. We surround ourselves with supportive individuals who uplift and inspire us. The journey to unlocking our full potential is ongoing, but with each step, we become more resilient, more confident, and more productive in all areas of our lives. By embracing a growth mindset, we embark on a transformative journey towards unlocking our full potential and achieving sustainable success.